Wow, thanks to the Spice Girls, 2 words came to sum up the philosophy of the 90s. Girl power. 16 years? 16 years. And 75 million albums later, not to mention a show-stopping turn at the Olympics closing ceremony, the message of girl power is still alive and well and is now reaching a whole new generation. So, please give it up for Melanie C and Emma Bunton. Those 16 years.
16 years?
I know. It's
That's
incredible.
scary, isn't it?
But do you know what's exciting? Everything is getting better and better.
Is it?
Life's getting better.
What
do you mean by that?
We're just having such a great time. I think because this year has been such a big year for us,
Yeah.
of course, with the Olympics.
Yeah, we were saying that was probably one of the best things we've ever done.
As a Spice Girl?
As a Spice Girl.
It was amazing, wasn't it? I'll never forget that image of you all standing there. It was just fantastic, wasn't it?
And we were representing our country.
Should we have a little look into it?
Yeah.
Here they are, the girls.
Did you stay on top
It
of
was
petrifying, wasn't it?
petrifying,
It really
especially
was.
because a few of us were in heels, stupidly.
Yeah.
And the cars were going so fast.
Yeah.
The cabs were going so fast. So, and we had no control over that. Everything else we kind of, you know, rehearsed, but that we had no control over. But it was
Brilliant night.
an amazing
Yeah.
night. And then
Were all your children there?
my little boy was in the audience, and he's never seen me perform before, ever. So I just remember, like, I couldn't see a thing. Obviously, I couldn't see him, but I just knew where he was sitting and just waved loads.
wonderful memory.
Yeah, it was an incredible night, wasn't it? And then we partied till very, 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 very late.
But we've been
3 days
talking
later.
about it, recently, and we're still high from that night. Honestly, since that night, I have not come down.
Well, that's
Yeah.
fantastic,
Brilliant.
because you two have experienced so much, haven't you? Because the Spice Girls have been huge around the world, and for you to say that about that night is significant.
Yeah.
But great year. Got a new single, which we're going to talk about now, and also Melanie C has her new album, Stages.
Yeah.
So you two are going to sing for us later on in the show. I know him so well. What was it like getting back together again in the recording studio?
It was emotional, being back in the studio, wasn't it? And Melanie called me and asked me over the phone, and I squealed. Like, and, it was just, it was lovely to be asked. I still thank him now, because we were having such a lovely time.
Having the best time. It's just an excuse to hang out and do lovely things.
Because then we go and have cocktails.
This is from the musical Chess.
Yes.
Yeah, how did you choose that song, Melanie?
Well, I'd already recorded quite a few songs, and some of them are from musical theatre. I've done something from Cabaret and Blood Brothers, which I was lucky enough to be in, Jesus Christ Superstar, which I've done this year.
Amazing.
And
Didn't you get an award for Mrs Johnson?
I was nominated for an Olivier.
Olivier,
Yeah, I didn't get it,
amazing.
unfortunately, but even to be nominated, I was honoured, absolutely.
That's wonderful. You made a video, because this is going to be your single, obviously. This is your single.
Yes, singles out now.
this week.
Out this week.
Out this week. We're going to hear it later, but here's a little bit from the video that goes.
And who's Barbara Dixon?
She's Barbara.
I'm Barbara.
And you're Elaine?
Yeah.
You know, you could do that musical. You could do Chess together, couldn't you?
Yeah, it's a great
It's
show.
a great
actually.
show. It
It's
hasn't
not
been done for a long
revived. Yeah.
time.
It's true.
Do you know what? I think Elaine Page has actually played it on her show on Radio 2.
Yes, she did.
Yes.
So she's given you the seal of approval then, it's all good.
Yes.
Actually, I'll tell you who did give me his seal of approval. I don't know if I told you this. Tim Rice.
Really?
How lovely is
Who
that?
wrote Chess, for those who
Yes.
don't know.
Yes, yeah.
Bjorn Ulvaeus.
Yeah, Bjorn and Benny. Bjorn and Benny.
That's it.
Even.
From ABBA.
Yes.
So when you were talking about being nominated for the Olivier and everything, and Emma, you're going, oh, she was so marvellous.
She was
so
amazing.
marvellous. Have you been to see everything that
Yeah,
Jesus
I've been
Christ
to see
Superstar?
Blood Brothers, and I went to see Jesus Christ Superstar, which was unbelievable.
And Shepherd's Bush last week.
And Shepherd's Bush we did last week.
We played Shepherd's Bush last Tuesday.
It was fab. It was so good. So it's nice that I get to go.
We all support each other, don't we?
Yeah, we support each other.
How would you like to do a musical?
Oh, my goodness. I've been seeing Melanie in these musicals. I can tell you it's very, very hard work. But I would love to give something a go. I'm not sure what kind of musical, but I'd like to give something
she'd be amazing, because Emma's a fantastic actress as well as a great singer, so she'd be really
You started out acting, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. So, yeah, it's something I'd like to do, but I have definitely fallen back in love with music, being in the studio with Mel, singing live, you know, because I just had, you know, I had children, 2 children now, and, you know, everything else kind of takes over, but I have fallen back in love with it.
And, of course, Viva Forever opens
yes.
later in the month.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about
that in a minute.
Okay.
So stay with us, won't you?
Absolutely.
For the next part. Thank you. Break time now, but luckily for us, Melanie and Emma will both be sticking around. We'll be back in 3. But Melanie and Emma are still here. It's a right gassing, gossiping factory today, isn't it?
It's really comfortable here, actually. It feels nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I love it.
Loose ladies and live. Now, Viva Forever, you mentioned it before we went into the break.
Yes.
And that's opening, I mean, you did a huge kind of publicity launch for it, didn't you?
Yes.
And then it opens in December, the 11th?
We open for previews on the 27th of November.
Yeah.
Which is, what, a couple of weeks
Wow.
away?
So soon,
You're not
isn't
in
it?
it, though, are you?
No.
So
The
what
cast is
involvement have you
amazing.
had in it all then?
We've been involved right from the beginning, really. Me and Jerry actually sat down with Judy Kramer very early on and just said, you have to do the musical. Judy Kramer is, she was the producer on Mamma Mia, the film and the musical.
Yeah.
So we wanted the best.
And the wonderful Jennifer Saunders.
And Jennifer Saunders has written it. So we've been there from the beginning. They've kind of shown us, you know, workshops and we've been to auditions and all.
Have you gone, no, that didn't happen. You can't put that in.
Well, it's not autobiographical.
No, it's not, yeah.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
new story.
Give us a
and
little
it's-
clue. What's the
Okay,
story?
well, there is a girl band involved, but
Yeah.
it's not the Spice Girls.
Okay.
And actually, I think I'm allowed to say there's a TV talent show. So it's very much about, you know, the current...
Yeah.
Very
you know,
topical.
Yes, very
topical,
topical,
yeah.
And what about the
Is it funny?
personalities of the girls in the girl band?
Well, I think because Jennifer knows us so well, and you know,
There's
there's lots of
definitely an
anecdotes, yeah, there's an essence of the Spice Girls, which is important. But they are very different characters. But it's very much about relationships and friendship and empowerment and fame and how that affects people.
It's interesting you picked up on the talent show thing, isn't it? Because didn't Ryland...
Yeah, were you
Did you
watching
see
X
Ryland
Factor on
there?
Saturday?
I missed it. Did you see
I
it?
saw it,
Oh,
yes!
well, we can all see it now. This is the lovely Ryan
go.
singing a Spice Girls song.
Send me right down and what it's all about.
That was interesting. I didn't put that one through the meat grinder, didn't she? But actually, it's because I suppose people sort of Ryland's age, you know, have grown up with the Spice Girls, as we were saying, 15, 16 years.
Yeah, it's flattering, and I think it's really great for the Spice Girls to be on something like X Factor, because I think, was it Best of British Week?
Yes,
Yes.
it was.
Yeah.
And we had a good old time.
We
in the
had a
90s,
good old
didn't
time.
we?
And also, that night, the fans, the audience went mad. Talisa went mad, Nicole. I think,
Yeah.
obviously, luckily, our songs are they've got so much energy in them.
that's right.
People just like
Yeah.
hearing,
Are you
know, the
a
Spice
fan
Girls
of
songs.
Ryland then?
I think he's so entertaining. You know, you need someone like him on that show, don't you? You kind of do wait to see what he's going to do every week.
Very tactful.
Very tactful. It's about singing though, really, isn't it?
It is, and I love Ella and James Arthur. I think they are amazing on it.
And
So, yeah.
Jarmaine's good as well. isn't he?
Jarmaine's great, yeah.
While we're on the reality show thing, have you been watching The Jungle?
I have! I'm reality quit. I love it. And last night was just hilarious, wasn't it?
So would you be rubbish in the... Which of you guys, the Spice Girls, would be rubbish in The Jungle?
All of us.
Victoria would be rubbish.
We'd all be rubbish.
I think Mel B would be pretty good.
I think
you'd get on
I
with
think you'd be
it.
very good, Melanie.
I'd
I
like the
think you'd
physical
get in there.
challenges.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure about the bugs and the...
No, she wouldn't like all that, I don't think.
What about eating things that you shouldn't really be eating?
Horrible.
That's
But you know, I was just
bad.
watching it last night and I thought I just couldn't do that. And Jade, my other half, went, yeah, but you wouldn't go on it. You know, if you can't do it,
Yeah.
people know what they're going into, surely.
And that's exactly what I said. Exactly. We were talking about compliments earlier. Do you take compliments well? Do you compliment each other? Do you
We
love
do.
it?
Yeah, we do.
Compliment each other.
Yeah.
I think it's important.
Of course it is.
And it does make you feel better, doesn't it? If
Yeah,
you feel a bit
definitely.
rubbish and, you know, someone you trust and you believe
Yeah.
what they're saying.
Not
you
like
know.
Janet, though. You wouldn't believe Janet.
Don't be horrible.
It's true.
I've known them for years.
I'm talking about you and me, not
You won
them.
your Brit Awards. I was there. I'm so old. So
It's nice doing this stuff because we get ready together and we're like, what do you think? And so, you know, it's just nice to have a friend going, right, this is...
Yeah, well, we're going to hear just in a second that I know him so well. But there was some stuff in the press about Posh saying that she wanted to be in the duet.
It was hilarious when we told her. We went for dinner around there, didn't we? And Mel went, oh, I've asked them to do a duet with me. She went, what about me? So
It
it's
wouldn't be a
lovely.
duet, it'll be a trio.
We'll get on next time.
It was funny, yeah. Yeah, we should do a trio. We do have a lot of fun, don't we? We all make fun of each other and out of ourselves, which I think keeps you sane in this crazy world.
And we
we're in.
gossip like you do as well.
You'd have to. That's fantastic. Well, we wish you every success with Viva Forever.
Thank you.
Going available to the public from December sometime after the previews, obviously.
Yeah.
And your album, which is out now, Melanie C, and Stages, and obviously the single, which you're going to sing for us now. So
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much, Melanie.